So welcome to my next physics class. Today we are discussing about the uses of dimensional equations. Okay. The first use of the dimensional equation, principle of homogeneity of dimensions. What is homogeneity of dimension? Considering an equation, all the terms of the equations getting in a same dimension expression, that is called as dimensional equation. A phenomena can be analyzed using dimensions. This method is called as dimension analysis. After the dimension analysis, you got both sides of the equations are same, that is called as homogeneity of dimensions. Example, we should consider the equation v equal to u plus at. V for velocity, final velocity, u for initial velocity, a for acceleration, t for time. So v, final velocity, velocity equal to distance by time. The symbol of the distance in the dimension L, L by t. You should write this way, L t raised to minus 1. U for initial velocity, the same dimension of the velocity, L t raised to minus 1. A for acceleration. Acceleration means velocity, change in velocity divided by time. So L t raised to minus 2. So dimension of acceleration L t raised to minus 2 into dimension of time t. So you should get in the dimension of velocity L t raised to minus 1, dimension of initial velocity L t raised to minus 1, dimension of acceleration L t raised to minus 2 into t. So final answer is L t raised to minus 1. You can to see all the terms have the dimensions are same. That is called as homogeneity of dimensions. Clear everyone? In the case of at expression, acceleration dimension is L t raised to minus 2, time dimension is t. So L t raised to minus 2 into t raised to 1. Expression is like that, a raised to m into a raised to n, a raised to m plus n. So t raised to minus 2 plus 1, t raised to minus 1. A raised to m into a raised to n, a raised to m plus n. Okay. So t raised to minus 2 plus 1, t raised to minus 1. So L t raised to minus 1. That's the reason you should get at combinedly L t raised to minus 1. So homogeneity is clear? Okay. And the second use of the dimensional equation to derive the correct relationship between the different physical quantity. To derive the correct relationship between different physical quantity. So we should consider an example, the period of oscillation of the simple pendulum. The symbol of the period is T. Okay, this is simple pendulum. It have a fixed point, a thread and a bob. The bob will be moving like that. This movement is called as oscillation. And the time period is known as capital letter T. T for the symbol for time period. Time period. So we should already given the expression time period T directly proportional to MA LB GC theta D. This is the given expression. Okay, T proportional to MA LB GC theta D. I want to change this proportionality. I should adding a constant. So T equal to constant is K. All other terms are same. So T equal to K MA LB GC theta D. The K is called as dimensionless constant. And theta is also, they don't have no dimension because it is an angle. So K is a constant, they don't have any dimension. Theta is an angle, they don't have any dimension. So K and theta, they don't included in the dimension. What is the other? Capital T, dimension is T. Mass, dimension is capital M. L, dimension is capital L. G means acceleration. Acceleration dimension is L t raised to minus 2. You already know how it will be get. Okay. Then, so we should write like that in the form of dimension. T dimension is t raised to 1. All other length are 0. M is 0, L is 0, t raised to 1 because t is present. K ka dimension 0. M dimension capital M raised to A. L dimension capital L raised to B. G dimension it is a so L t raised to minus 2 of C. Theta dimension is 0. Then after that I am just multiply this C into inside. LC t raised to minus 2C. So MA LB LC t raised to minus 2C. So you should get the answer m0 L0 t raised to 1, ma lb lc t raised to minus 2c. So you should check it out. In the place of a, what is the answer here? 0. So a equal to 0. In the place of b, 0 in the case of the right side. So the L raised to b is here, L raised to c is here. So we should add combinedly b plus c. A raised to m into a raised to n. A raised to m plus n. You already know the expression. A raised to m into a raised to n. A raised to m plus n. What is in our given data? L raised to b into L raised to c. L raised to b plus c. This L raised to b plus c equal to 0. That means c equal to minus b and b equal to minus c. Got it? Okay. Then after that, in minus 2c equal to 1. The power of minus 2c equal to 1. So minus 2c equal to 1. So what is c? c equal to minus 1 by 2. c equal to minus 1 by 2. So you should get the answers a equal to 0, b equal to minus c, c equal to minus 1 by 2. Clear everyone? So you should put the value here b equal to minus c. So b equal to minus of c value minus 1 by 2. So minus of minus 1 by 2. Minus of minus plus. So b equal to 1 by 2. Clear everyone? Okay. Then the expression is t equal to k m0 L raised to b. The b is replaced by 1 by 2. G raised to minus 1 by 2. So what is the meaning of L raised to 1 by 2? Square root of L. Okay. G raised to minus 1 by 2. 1 by square root of G. So you should write the answer t equal to k square root of L into 1 by square root of G. So commonly we should write the time period t equal to k square root of L by G. What is this t? Time period of the simple pendulum equal to k root of L by G. I am putting the value of k equal to 2 pi. My answer is t equal to 2 pi root of L by G. So the example is clear for everyone? Okay. The use of the third one. Conversion of one system of units into another. Conversion of one system of unit into another. For the example, we should consider the physical quantity m raised to x, L raised to y, t raised to z. This x, y, z are the dimensions. Okay. So the numerical value in a first system is n1. Numerical value of the second system is n2. So we should consider the magnitude of the quantity in both system must be 1 equal. So we should write it as n1 for the first system, m1 raised to x, l1 raised to y, t1 raised to z equal to second system n2, m2 raised to x, l2 raised to y, z2 raised to z. So m1, l1, t1 for the fundamental units of the first system, m2, l2, t2s are the fundamental units of the second system. So how to find out n2 from here? All the term into coming the denominator. So you should get n2 equal to n1 of m1 by m2 all raised to x, l1 by l2 all raised to y, z1 by z2, otherwise t1 by t2 all raised to z. Okay. So this is the final expression to find out n2. Maybe you should get n1. You can write m2 by m1 all raised to x, L2 by L1 all raised to y, Z2 by Z1 all raised to Z, like that. So one of the example of the third use, we should consider in the force. What is the CGS unit of force? Dyne. What is the SI unit of force? Newton. So we should convert this dyne into Newton. Okay. So dimensional formula of the force is mLt raised to minus 2. How get this expression? F equal to ma. Okay. What is the fundamental dimensional expression of mass? Capital M. Lt raised to minus 2. So dimensional expression of force is mLt raised to minus 2. Okay. So that's the meaning. M raised to x, x value is 1. L raised to y, y value is 1. Z raised to minus 2. So Z raised to minus 2. I am writing m1 by m2. What is m1? In the case of SI system. So that means mass in SI system kilogram, mass in CGS system gram. So kilogram is converted into gram, 1000 gram equal to 1 kilogram. So 1000 divided by 1 gram. Gram will be cut, you get it, the answer is 1000. So M1 by M2 equal to 1000. Then L1 in SI system of length, meter. L2 in CGS system of length, centimeter. So 1 meter per centimeter. So 1000 centimeter per 1 centimeter. 1000 centimeter will be cancelled, 100 is the answer. T1 by T2 in SI system time unit is second. In CGS system time unit is second. So final answer is 1. So you should get the answer like that. N2 equal to N1 because N1 is 1 Newton. So I am writing it as N1 value is 1. M1 by M2 is 1000. L1 by L2 is 100. T1 by T2 is 1. So 100 raised to 1. X value is 1. Y value is also 1. But in the Z value is minus 2. So 100 into 1000 into 100 into 1 raised to minus 2, 1. 1 raised to any value, that answer is 1. So 3 zeros plus 2 zeros, total 5 zeros, so 10 raised to 5. So 1 Newton equal to 10 raised to 5 dyne. समझ गया ना? So 1 dyne equal to 1 Newton equal to 10 raised to 5 dyne. Clear everyone? So one more example. Next use, fourth application, fourth use of the dimensional equation. To find the dimension of a physical quantity having constant magnitude but with dimension. Example in the case of proton, E equal to hv. E means energy of the photon, h means Planck constant, v for velocity of the photon. From this equation, what is h? E by v. So h equal to E by v. Dimensional expression of E is m L square t raised to minus 2. Velocity dimensional expression t raised to minus 1. So t raised to minus 2 by t raised to minus 1, your answer is t raised to minus 1. So m L square t raised to minus 1. That is Planck's constant h. Got it? So these are the 4 different uses in a dimensional equation. Thank you.